Okay, we're here today with Commissioner Stephen Tackett, and if there was an award to give for the newest commissioner, I think Mr. Tackett would get it. As a matter of fact, we're just meeting for the first time right this second. He was just appointed on August the 14th of 2025, so I don't think the ink on your oath of office is even dried yet. So we welcome him today. He was, of course, appointed by Mayor Linda Gorton. He hasn't held any offices yet, but hopefully he'll have a bright future and we'll be changing that narrative in the future, as well as committee appointments. We have four committees, and that'll be one of the first things that our chair will do was first we'll send out a information sheet to you and gauge your
Mhm.
interest, and then you'll be assigned to a committee here in the near future. So we welcome Commissioner Tackett. How are you today?
Good. It's great to be here with you, Ray.
Yeah. And the
Excited.
fact that you've already volunteered, you said, "Hey, let's go ahead and do it." I hope that bodes well for your future with us. You're ready,
What
willing, and
better way
able
to
to
jump
jump
in?
right in. So,
Yeah, exactly.
all right. So let's start off. Tell us a little bit about yourself, both professionally and personally. If you have any hobbies, affiliations, just whatever you want to share with us.
Yeah, sure. Happy to. So, originally from Eastern Kentucky, so Kentucky born and raised, Pike County to be specific, and first moved to Lexington with my wife in 2011. We both went to University of Kentucky, graduated with a degree in integrated strategic communication and political science, and went the ISC, the marketing route for a career. First with a media agency here locally, and then in 2017 we had the opportunity to move to Florida. So spent 5 years in the Tampa St. Pete market before coming back to Lexington in 2021 when my wife was pregnant with our first son. So coming back home to be family and in the city we love. Uh, Background for me professionally, like I said, my background is mostly in marketing, media, as well as corporate strategy. And in my most recent role, I'm currently the director for key account strategy and marketing for North America with Transitions Optical. So the glasses that change when you go outside. So lots of fun work and partnership and events. And then in terms of a little bit about personal hobbies, I really enjoy being outside, hiking, going to the lake, fishing, just anything that can get me away from screens from time to time.
Yeah, hear that. That's great. So, why did you? There's lots of boards listed on the city's website. What interests you about the Human Rights Commission?
Yeah, so you're completely right. There's 67, I think, of those boards
Something
and
like that.
commissions.
Yeah.
So yeah, a few to look through, but definitely I think the mission for the Human Rights Commission here really resonated with me. For me personally, this year I'm really my word of the year is purpose. So I've been trying to be more purposeful with my actions and take more purposeful intent in what I'm doing in the community. And I think the mission of the Human Rights Commission to create more harmonious relations with all of the folks that are lucky enough to call Lexington home, and to really make sure that we're safeguarding their rights really resonated with me and was excited to apply and to join.
Great. Now, this is a question I always ask is what is the most surprising thing you've learned while serving on the Human Rights Commission? So I don't think it's fair to ask you that question since you're only a few days and our first meeting you're eligible for ended up being canceled on Monday due to some unforeseen circumstances. But well, I'll change it for you is what's the most thing you're most excited about jumping in and doing this kind of work? If
Yeah, no, I think for me it's tangible, right? It's real impactful work for the community. It's things that are happening with our neighbors and frankly for some of us who may not be impacted all in the day to day in our normal lives that we don't always see or we're not always aware of. I know I wasn't until I was really researching and digging in and understanding the type of cases that you investigate and proceed with. So I think that's what I'm most excited about is really having something that's tangible, that's real world, and impacting residents here in Lexington.
great. So, in your research, I don't know if you've come across, how much research you've done and actually what we've done or what the human rights commissions across the country do, but do you see anything that you would think would, in your mind, would stick out as maybe a biggest challenge facing this commission here in Lexington or human rights commissions across the country? As you know, these are these are really interesting and challenging times. It's a really interesting time, and I'll use the word interesting because I don't know what else to call it as far as civil rights enforcement that we find ourselves in. Um,
Yeah. No, definitely. It's definitely an interesting time for sure. And I think, potentially twofold, right? At least as a newbie coming into the commission. One, it is a challenging time. It's an uncertain time, and uncertainty can sometimes cause people to close off and to hole up and not express themselves and not also come forward with issues or complaints or things that may not be appropriate. So I think, how can we help overcome that? How can we build that system of trust so that they can come forward and they do feel comfortable voicing any concerns that they have with how things are going? I think that's definitely one. And I'd say the other is just being able to continue to get out into the community and build awareness overall about the full function and scope of what the Human Rights Commission entails and how it can support impacted communities here in Lexington. So I think those are the two big challenges that I can see. Again, fresh and coming in,
yeah,
not with a lot of background, but at least on the outside, that would appear for me to be a couple of the big issues that we're going to
sure.
face over the next
I
couple of years.
couldn't have said that better myself. So what would be a future goal you have? I don't know if you have any personal goals as during your term as commissioner. What?
Yeah. So I think a couple of things. Uh, like I said, overall general awareness. I'm really excited to dig in and understand, especially for protected classes and specific individuals within the community. How aware are they of the Human Rights Commission and how to engage with us and how to really bring forward cases and have that comfortability? And I've all the social media and all the events you've been participating in, especially over the last year, it looks like you're doing a lot of great work. So I'm excited to see how I can help advocate and ensure that we continue that. And then strengthen overall engagement across all of them. And we've talked about there's a couple of key functions that we serve and making sure that the community knows about all of those and we're focused on that. And I would say my the last one is really on strengthening and empowering any local partnerships and community partnerships that we can form to help spread the word and build that trust. Because even if folks don't know about us just yet or aren't completely familiar with us, don't have trust, there are a lot of great organizations in the community that have built that and secured that trust. That if we can form great, strong partnerships with them, that can help get people aware of what we do and their rights and how they can enact with us.
Very good. Yeah, I like that. All right, so that's the conclusion of our serious questions. So
Cool.
I
Made it.
like I like to call this next one our rapid fire round. It's just something to kind of give you more glimpse of you personally. So would be your dream vacation?
Ooh, that's a good question. So I travel a lot for work. I think I was in a Marriott property 110 nights last
Oh
year.
wow.
Yeah, so it's fun for the
All
first
right.
couple of years. But for me, it depends on what I'm vacationing for. So here's my rapid fire answer. One, if I'm going for relaxation and to get away, nice all inclusive beach Caribbean vacation, perfect. Massage by the beach sounds like a great deal for me. But I also do really like exploring new cities and new cultures and love food and drink. So I also would really like to do some more travel to, especially international travel. It's been since 2019 since I've been to Europe, so it would be great to get back overseas and do some exploring. But every now and then I like a nice relaxing vacation.
Yeah, absolutely. So if there was a movie about your life, what actor would play you in this movie?
Ooh. Uh, I'm gonna go with Josh Hutcherson just because he's Kentucky guy, and I think we're roughly the same height. No, you can't really tell here, but not the tallest guy in the room. I can promise you that. But I think he could pull it off.
All right. So if you win $1 million playing the lottery, what
Mm.
would be the first thing you would buy?
Oh, first thing I would buy. Uh, I think the first thing I would do, I would try to be responsible. This is idealistically. I would try to be responsible, pay down some debt.
Okay.
But probably I would also probably buy another lottery ticket. just because you might as well hit again, right? If you're on a
Right.
roll, you got
Let,
luck. Let's try it.
let it roll.
But also probably not telling you.
What was that last part?
I said it probably also not telling you.
Oh
So
yeah,
there's that.
absolutely. Yeah. Change your phone number.
Exactly.
So if you could have lunch with any person, living or dead, who would that
Oh,
person be?
ah, uh, let's see. I would probably say I'm gonna go Isaac Newton, just because man was a genius. He done so many huge breakthroughs in scientific discovery in like his early 20s. So if he can have that much thought process, I think a lunch with him would probably do wonders for how I can think. So I would take that. I'd take that.
Right. Okay. And the last one, if you have any superpower, what would that superpower be?
Ah, superpower. I would probably do time travel just
Ooh,
because it would be great to be able to one experience different times and also just have time because I think as we all experience the older we get the faster time goes and so to be able to slow that down a bit or go back and experience certain moments that would be a very valuable superpower for
yeah.
sure.
Right. Okay. That's all of you survived both rounds. Congratulations.
Whew, I did it.
So it's your opportunity, and you don't have to, but if you have any kind of closing remarks you'd like to make.
No, I think the only closing remark I would have is for anyone watching and also thinking about how to get involved, highly recommend definitely getting involved in your community. It's easy. It's easy, especially as you get into a career and you get going and you're having success to sort of get on autopilot and things that are happening in the community and with other groups may fall to the wayside or not be top of mind. But as we already talked about, it's interesting times for sure. And I think it's time that maybe we all get off autopilot a little bit and pay more attention and and lean in and get a little bit more involved in our communities. So I'm hopeful that through my time on the commission, I can help spread that word a little bit too.
Great. Again, thank you to Commissioner Stephen Tackett. We're greatly looking forward to your contributions to commission. We can't wait to get you started. And
Yeah,
we appreciate you jumping in and saying, hey, I'm ready to do this, and appreciate your time with me today. And
yeah.
we will
No,
call
it
it.
was a great conversation.
Thanks so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.